Today I wanted to talk about some of the camera equipment that I use and the changes that I'm making to what I'm using for my videos. In my past videos, I've talked about how much I enjoy making videos for YouTube, and I think through the videos that I've been making, I've discovered that I really enjoy videography, and I think it's become a hobby of mine. So up until now, this is the camera that I've been using, and as you can see, it's just your basic camcorder. It's got a screen, and this is what I've been using, and it's been good, but I've decided that I wanted to step up my game and get a real DSLR. So about a month ago, I bought a Canon T6i. Okay, so this is my array of equipment that I use or have used for my videos in the past. And this is my T6i, and this is the standard 18 to 55 millimeter lens that came with the camera, and it's an EFS lens which has a quieter motor when it's focusing, and it's ideal for making videos because the motor is silent, so you don't hear the motor in the lens running when it's trying to focus when you're shooting videos. I'm not going to go into details about this camera itself. I'm still learning about it. I've watched a number of videos on YouTube trying to learn about what the best settings are for YouTube videos, and so I won't go into details, but this is just a general overview of what I've used. So now this is the camera I'm going to be using from here on in for my videos, and right now I'm using my Sony, obviously, because I have to use it to shoot the video of the T6i and all my equipment. This is the lens. This is a 75 to 300 millimeter lens. It's not an EFS lens. It's more. So it's got the motor is a little bit more noisy, but it's zooms in a lot more for close-ups. It's better for photography, and I have used it for photography, and I haven't really used it for videography because I haven't. Shooting videos with my trains, I don't need to zoom in that much. The 18 to 55 is really ideal for my use with making videos in my trains. When I bought the T6i, I got the kit that Canon came out with. It comes with the camera, the lens, and then it comes with this Rode microphone. It's the shotgun microphone, and it's very delicate the way that it's mounted on the housing. So I always keep it in its box, and I know that you can get a carrying case for it that I think I'll eventually get. But it came with the camera. It mounts on the camera like this on top. It also came with a battery, a charger, and a 16 gigabyte SD card. So that was just what I needed for making videos. And then if I'm shooting video where I'm talking, and the shotgun microphone is more for picking up noise directly in front of the camera. But if I'm shooting video where I'm actually talking, I would use this lapel microphone that I bought on Amazon. It wasn't a whole lot of money. I think it was like 20 bucks. And it comes with this bag that I keep it in, and I keep it with my camera. And it's a nice little microphone that you can use when you're talking because it clips right underneath you and it picks up your voice. And having these different microphones I couldn't do with this Sony, and that's part of the reason why I wanted the Canon. Okay, some of the attachments that I've gotten are this is a C-clamp that I can clamp to. I can actually clamp it to the side of my train table if I'm making a video where the engine is running by the camera, and then this pivots all around and you can adjust it, and then it clamps on with the clamp. You tighten it down to clamp it onto onto the table or whatever you want to clamp it to. This is another C-clamp that I haven't really used. It's a smaller one, but it basically does the same thing. It's a little different. It pivots around, and then you can tighten it here. You close it and open it here. So this will clip to smaller things because the C-clamp is not as big as the other one. This thing right here is, I bought this on Amazon. So this enables you to move you mount the camera up on here. You can mount this to a tripod. It's got the two different holes, and then you can move the camera in any direction that you want, down, up, and it gives you the flexibility. In one of my videos that I made, my last video that I made on the Baldwin Centipede, I actually mounted this to my monopod and angled the camera straight down, so I got an above view, straight down, looking down on the locomotive that I was shooting, so I could get a vertical shot. This is probably one of my favorite attachments. It's a camera rig, and what you do is you hold it with your hands like this. You mount the camera here. It's got you screw it in with this blue knob, and then I bought an attachment here so that I could attach the shotgun microphone, because once you mount the camera in here, there's no room to mount the camera onto the microphone onto the camera. So I bought this attachment, and it's nice because it's got all the holes. So if you want to put microphones or lights or monitors on here, it's got all these attachments. I bought it on Amazon. I think it cost me like 38 bucks, and it really gives you the stability. It gives you the stability of the camera, because when I hold the camera, I don't have the steadiest hand. So what I have to do is I hold it like this, and I cradle the lens when I'm taking a shot like this. But when you use the rig here, you can grab it with your two hands, and you can turn it around, and it's easier to hold onto the camera. You don't have to cradle the camera to keep it steady. So it really works well. I'll be using this on my next video, progress video, on the Peabody and Merrimack Valley Railroad. I'll be using this to take the shots. I'll probably end up using it a lot in a lot of my train videos. This is a monopod that I just bought. It extends. It's got the three extensions. It extends way out, and I use this with this to make that vertical shot looking straight down. I just basically stood it up and had the camera right over the locomotive and got a shot directly looking down on top of the roof of the locomotive. This is a miniature tripod, and you press this button here and it pivots, and then when you let it go, it locks it wherever you want to leave it. And it's a really nice monopod if you want to get some low shots or table shots with the camera. And then what you can do is you can fold the legs and hold it like a hand grip, which I've done, and you can actually hold the camera. So it's got two uses. So a couple of years ago, my wife bought me a GoPro Hero 3 Plus, and I've used it a bunch of times since then. And in the last 6 months, I decided to get a newer version. I got the Hero 6, and it's a huge improvement over the Hero 3 Plus. And this is an aftermarket case that I bought. The Hero 6 came with the mounting case, but this one has an opening so that you can get to you can plug the camera into your computer. It's got you can access the access the plugs if you want to plug your camera into the computer to download the images and videos. You don't have to take the camera out of the case because it gives you the whole. I bought this on Amazon for like $10, and I don't know why they didn't come out with the case that has the hole to be able to access the door. And the GoPro has been good. I've used it in. I kind of fooled around a little while back and made a video of I mounted the GoPro onto a flatbed car on my layout and placed the camera on the flatbed car and had pushed the flatbed car around the layout and got a first-person view of the layout, as you can see here. I also bought this clip here that enables you to clip the GoPro onto, it only opens a couple of inches, but it's nice. I've actually used it for shooting videos with my trains. It pivots around so you can rotate it in whatever direction you want. And I actually used it. Here's an example of me using it in one of my videos of my running session on my layout. I did a shot that where the locomotive is running around the table, and it's shot from way up above. Here's a hand grip for the GoPro that you can mount. It's got the quick release on here, and you just use it to hold the GoPro if you want to hold it to get a more stable shot. It's just a grip, and it floats. It's got the floaty end here, so if you drop in the water it won't sink. And I've used that. I've played with that for a little bit. That's a nice handle to get a steady shot with the GoPro. And lastly, the tripod. I have a tripod that is mounted to this camera right now, and it's not the best tripod. It's kind of an inexpensive tripod, and it says it's got a fluid head for making videos, but it's really not that smooth. So in the future, I plan on buying a better tripod with a fluid head to get smoother, panoramic shots for videos. So that's it right now for all my equipment. I have fun buying attachments for my cameras, so I can come up with different ways of getting shots of my trains. So that's it for here, and we will talk to you guys later.